Bittorrent is a mid-positioned coin with the ticker BTT that certainly has a current worth of $1 and a market capitalization of $46.75 in a sort of large manner. Digital currencies have long passed the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors, or so they basically thought. These days, it's a resource class that for the most part is considerably controlled and surprisingly took on as legitimate delicate, which generally is very huge. Some truly huge venture banks even get Bittorrent and exceptionally other digital currencies as a group to basically safeguard their resources under administration arm against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors in a quite enormous manner. Presently, now is the ideal time to fundamentally uncover our short, mid, and long-haul forecast of the improvements on the BTT market that depend on the readings of our very exceptional crypto unpredictability record that in a real sense assists us with measuring the market opinion and expect where in which the market means to go as a matter of fact. At this point, the cost of Bittorrent is $1, while the coin as of now fundamentally ends up at 58th spot in the general positioning, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. The said truly positioning generally is assessed based on the resources exceptionally present. Value that truly is duplicated by its really current market capitalization, a recipe that is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients essentially get the most significant information with respect to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios. It's likewise critical to explicitly consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course, which by and large is very huge. On February 23, the cost of Bittorrent basically was $1 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change especially added up to 25% in an especially significant manner. 7 days prior, on February 17, BTT explicitly was esteemed at $1, which truly intends that from that point forward, the cost has really varied by 0%. A month prior, on January 24, the market member laid out the cost of Bittorrent at $1. Thusly, the coin has taken a 34.18% action to arrive at its extremely present standings in an unpretentious manner, as a matter of fact. The examination of market capitalization in every way that really matters conveys most certainly equivalent significance in both cryptographic money and customary business sectors in a kind of huge manner. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology generally is utilized to decide the general position and notoriety of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which most certainly is genuinely critical. Changes in market capitalization, certainly sure or certainly negative, are additionally demonstrative of the manner by which the said market could basically be going, as well as the resources' sort of potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both kind of short and kind of long-haul viewpoints. This specific in every way that really matters metric sort of is likewise used to measure the strength of Bittorrent comparable to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, which especially is very critical. To especially decide the really current market capitalization of BTT, we increase the coursing supply, the boundary that will be explicitly made sense of later, by the current worth of the cryptographic money under survey, or so they all things considered thought. Starting today, the market capitalization of Bittorrent generally remains at $1 of 46.75,677, which shapes the reason for kind of present positioning was referenced before incredibly. Yesterday, on February 23, BTT sort of had a market capitalization of $1 at 59,544,554 in an unpretentious manner. Keep going week on February 17, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to really was recorded at $1's 12,854,841, which is very huge. A month prior, on January 24, the market worth of Bittorrent generally was evaluated to be $779,435 in an every practical sense significant way. Complete inventory considers the quantity of coins that especially have previously been created by different means, for example through mining, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. These digital currencies can really be utilized either for most certainly dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers, certainly in spite of prevalent thinking. This fundamentally metric additionally figures the coins that generally have been deliberately transitioned away from through the cycle called consuming, which is applied to control the expansion rate, which really is very huge. At this point, the really complete inventory of Bittorrent generally is laid out at 990,000 BTT, which essentially is very critical. Ultimately, the coursing supply especially is utilized to work out the market capitalization, and for the most part evaluate the coin's truly current remaining in the positions or so. They by and large thought. It signifies the extremely generally speaking measure of BTT that sort of is by and by exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that most certainly are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly in a real sense, put unavailable for general use out of the blue. It's by and large accepted that digital currencies that in a real sense have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million by and large are the most appropriate for pretty long-haul venture, since they are generally truly liable to, for the most part, value in esteem over a lengthy time frame, perhaps many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate in an unpretentious manner. At this crossroads, Bittorrent by and large has a coursing supply of 968, 246, 428, 571,000 coins in a kind of significant manner. Likewise, high exchanging volume typically grandstands that the liquidity especially is streaming into that market, which shows the kind of broad premium in the cryptographic forms of money and guarantees fundamentally smooth execution of exchanges. Notwithstanding, it should be generally noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that in every practical sense, much appropriate for making kind of long-haul cost expectations. However, it typically gives significant understanding into the ongoing business sector circumstance. Accordingly, essentially is pivotal for short and mid-term cost figures, all things considered, did by our restrictive calculation. A truly brilliant digital currency financial backer mustn't dismiss this genuinely metric. While picking passage or leave point, the guideline here is to get into the activity when the volume basically begins to rise, when the cost explicitly is pushing out of the union region, and really forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after a significant convention in an unpretentious manner. It's even much better assuming those cost shifts occur in the areas that explicitly match with generally extremely high volume, which sort of are typically shown through tall bars on the really comparing pointer that generally is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals, which is genuinely huge. Taking care of that, we should survey the exchanging volume recorded on the Bittorrent market throughout the accompanying time spans amazingly. Over the precise beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with BTT arrived at the mark of $38,375,249, which explicitly is very huge. Yesterday, on February 23, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame explicitly remained at $44,027,685 incredibly. 7 days prior, on February 17, how much BTT that was traded between market members most certainly was assessed at $38,867,597. Presently, in a real sense, comes an opportunity to generally make sense of exhaustively the substance of the crypto unpredictability record CVIX, since it's a focal point of our cost expectation model that permits us to, in a